Hi, hello, my name's Devraj and I'm willing to bet that quite a few of you spend a big chunk of your day doing something just like this, sitting on a chair in front of the desk with a laptop and your hands placed horizontally on the laptop, fingers moving, and your eyes focused on a screen. You know, it's just how it is these days. This is how many of us work all around the world. But there are problems, because it is not healthy to do this, not for your body and not for your energy. They say that sitting is the new smoking, and I think it's true, because essentially, if I'm just sitting here looking at my computer, what happens is my awareness, my energy comes up into my head, and basically all I'm doing is I'm totally engaged with the screen, which is where I need to be, but everything is going on in my head. And before I got a bit more wise with this, I'd spend an hour or two working on the computer and I'd get up for a little break and I'd be like, oh my God, what have I just done to my body? You know, I could feel the tension in my neck, in my shoulders, around my pelvis. I could feel how I just literally clunked down through focusing so deeply on the screen and through simply not being aware of my body. So I developed a couple of techniques from my knowledge of Reichian therapy and bioenergetics, and I'm going to share those with you now. And they've helped me to stay working, you know, and still fluid, feeling my energy, feeling my body, you know, for decent periods of time of a working day. And it's still good to take a break, but these techniques can really, really help. So the first thing, before I even start with my project, I've got my laptop open, but before I start typing anything or interacting with the screen, I'm just going to sit for like a minute and do deep horizontal belly breathing. And what that means is, I'll just show you, is essentially, instead of, you know, I'm going to do it through the nose, because normally when we're working like this, we will be practicing nasal breathing, and that's totally fine. But what's important is to keep the throat open and to initiate the breath from the belly. And this is quite a tricky technique because it's very different from how we learned or how we just unconsciously developed throughout our childhood and onwards. So I'm just going to sit here for like a minute normally, and what I'm going to do is push my belly out with my throat relaxed and open and my mouth slightly closed. You can probably see my belly moving. I'm breathing, you know, not really deep and slow, but like an inhale takes about 2, 3, 4 seconds, and the same for an exhale. And by breathing like this, I take all the tension away from this area. My belly is initiating the breath. It's my belly that's doing the breathing. As I push my belly out, my lungs are drawn down. There's a vacuum created and air just flows in. Throat is relaxed, mouth is gently closed, and the air comes in through the nose. And then as I relax my belly, then the opposite occurs. The lungs are drawn up. The vacuum goes, and so the air is just pushed out. It's just naturally pushed out. It's an incredibly relaxing way to breathe. So I'll do about a minute of that before I even start, because then it kind of entrains my brain, at least for a while, to maintain that whilst I'm here on the computer. So this is one great technique that you can practice. The second technique that I really, really like is regards the arms, basically. Now, if you've ever studied Reichian segmental armoring, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, then you know that the fourth ring of tension in the body is called the chest ring, and it stretches right around here, around the top of the chest and through your arms. And this is a huge lateral segment of tension which exists here. And one of the problems with working on a computer is you've got your hands in this plane. So whilst my hands are like this with my palms down, I'm constantly maintaining and reinforcing pre-existing tensions around this whole area. So what's good to do every now and again is literally to reach right out with your hands so that the stretch is in the shoulders, and again do the belly breathing. Just doing about 20 or 30 seconds of this every 10 or 20 minutes is adequate to really bring you back. Feel your upper body as you do it. Feel this chest ring, and also feel your belly. Okay, cool. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my website, bioenergetics.org.uk, for more exciting content, courses, my book, and all of that stuff. Okay, speak to you later.